So I got my first call from Be My Eyes today, and I kind of just want to talk about my experience with it. It went really, really well, and I just want to talk about it because I tried to find some people on YouTube that were talking about their experience being a visual volunteer, however you want to say that. And I couldn't find anything. I found some people using the app inappropriately, and I found some people that are blind telling sighted people, to download the app and stuff, but I didn't find anybody that was sighted telling me their experience about how it went for them. So, this is the first call I was able to answer. There was a call about a few months ago that I tried to answer, but somebody else got to it before I did. And so all I did today was answer the call, and a man was on the other end, and he was looking for carrots that he dropped on the floor. He dropped 2 carrots, and I helped him pick them up, and then the call was over. For some reason, maybe this is just me being sighted, and like anxiety doesn't always make sense sometimes, but for some reason I was afraid that my camera would be turned on. I get that it's a sight for people that are either blind or visually impaired, but I understand that sight is a spectrum. So for all I knew, my camera would have been turned on. And the reason that would have bothered me is sometimes I look like a hot mess. And, I guess there's some little, vanity there, maybe. I don't know. But the camera was only on their end. There wasn't even an option that I could see to turn my camera on, which I guess makes sense. There was a button that allowed you to turn their back camera light flashlight on, which was a pretty useful feature, I'm assuming, for certain situations. But yeah, it's really easy. You just answer it, and if for some reason you can't help them, you hang up, and then they call again and find somebody else. I will say I've had the app on my phone when I was younger for years, and I never got a call. And I think it's because there are so many volunteers on the app that you barely get a call. And so I never even actually got a call. So my phone probably just, there's a setting on my phone where if I don't use an app for a certain amount of time, then it kind of puts it to sleep. So if you're going to get the app, I would go in there and disable that feature specifically for Be My Eyes if you can, because I had to do that because I've had the app on my phone this time for about 6 months now, and I've only gotten 2 calls. So that's, barely any activity for the app. So you got to keep your phone from making the app go to sleep, basically, so that you can actually get some calls when some calls go through. But other than that, it felt really good to help other disabled people because, like I said, I am disabled, and so I have that connection, but I also have something called uveitis, and I almost went blind as a child. So much so that I even started learning Braille on my own, and was preparing myself for it. And so, I don't know, there feels like there's a connection there, and it feels really good, I guess, to help people with something that I might have actually needed help with myself. And so, there is a lady on YouTube, I think her name is Joy Ross or something like that, I don't remember. I'll put it here if I can find her. But she actually has both of her retinas detached by the same medical condition that we both have the same medical condition. And I would have been her if I was born later in life, because the medication that I used to keep from going blind was not available for her at that time. And so, I have that connection with this, and so it just feels really good, I guess, to be able to do this for people. And I'm just really happy that my anxiety didn't keep me from answering the call, because I knew realistically that my camera would not be turned on, but I've never had to help someone that was blind before. And so, yes, I've watched a lot of videos online about the best way to help a blind person, but watching it and being told is a little bit different than being able to put it in action and use, because it's stuff like that is something that you have to do over and over again to get better at it. And so I'm excited to be able to answer more calls in the future and get better and better at it. I did kind of freak out a little bit because I was having to use left and right, and I am dyslexic as fuck, and that was kind of confusing. So on one hand, I'm excited that I got to help somebody, but on the other hand, I guess I'm excited that I didn't let my anxiety keep me from being able to be of use to people. And so, if you haven't heard of the app, I would definitely recommend downloading it. You probably will not get a lot of calls because there are millions of people volunteering on the app. But, you know, it's better to have a lot of people on there than not enough. So definitely download the app and see if you get a call. And let me know if you have had also had a call and how it went for you. There is a little questionnaire at the end of the call letting you kind of rate how it went and all that stuff, and it'll even ask you what kind of task you did to help with. I don't necessarily know why they want to know the task, but I'm sure it probably helps them connect you to, I think it probably helps them connect you to, why can't I talk? I think it helps the blind people connect to people that'll help them with specifically their thing that they need help with. Because I think I remember when I downloaded the app that it asked me a few questions. I can't completely remember because it's been forever. But anyway, yeah, it went well, and I'm excited that I answered it. And I feel weird, but I'm just excited. And if you want to do it too, I definitely recommend you download it. Anyway, bye.